Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Georgia and today I'm going to be watching episode 3 of Until We Meet Again. Last episode, Dean and Pharm finally had their first moment together, or their first interaction. Pharm was looking for some beans in a shop and they were on a high shelf, and because he's so small he couldn't reach it, and then Dean came along behind him and got it for him, and then they stared for like 1,000 years into each other's eyes. But it's only fair, they haven't seen each other in like 20 years, and Pharm got very emotional again, just simply looking at Dean, which makes me so worried for any future interactions they might have. And then he ran away because Win interrupted them, and then he was crying in his car as well. Like, gosh, it invokes so much emotion in him. It's truly so sad, and I really hope they get the opportunity to have happy moments together. They must do, but I mean, every time he sees him at the moment he just starts crying. So I really hope this episode we can have a scene where they're together without him crying, because if I were Dean and none the wiser about the situation, I'd be so like hurt that someone cried every time they saw me. But I was wondering whether Dean actually knows, because Dean had that happy dream of a moment between Korn and In, and he woke up smiling, and it might be a bit optimistic of me to believe that he knows something, because I think that would be unlikely. But he just looked so happy when he woke up having that dream, and if I had a dream about two random strangers, I wouldn't be happy, I'd just be jealous. So I don't know, it was the first time we'd seen him smile and he looked genuinely happy, so yeah. It must just be because he has that connection with it, the same as Pharm does. Pharm just has the adverse effect. For most of the episode, Pharm was trying to get up the courage to return Dean's like form or something, because he found it on the cafeteria table, and like he was so excited trying to work himself up to returning it, and then he did it when he was asleep. And when he saw him asleep again, he got really emotional. I think Dean knows it was him because he gave him that thank you note, supposedly for the sweets, but I have a feeling it might have been like a dual thank you because he knew it was him that returned it somehow. There wasn't really anything with the side couples last episode either. It was solely focused on Pharm and Dean, and a little bit entwined with Korn and In as well, seeing the differences and similarities between them there.
บอกแล้วว่ามึงสอนตั้งแต่แรกเนี่ยอาจารย์ฝากมารายงานของอินอ่ะแม่งส่งคนแรกของห้องเลยนะเว้ย
Oh, it's a flashback again. Does every episode start off with a Korn and In flashback?
อินเก่งนะเว้ย
Oh, it's post his death. Oh. It's so nice to know that at least he had other people that cared about him.
อยากให้พ่อแม่แม่งภูมิใจ
Honestly, right now it's just looking like their dads were the problem.
เพื่อนสนิทกูอ่ะกูยังไม่รู้เลยแม่งตายเพราะอะไร
I wonder if they knew about their relationship. Why?
มึงยังไม่ได้ลาเลย
Why didn't you go?
แม่งโคตรเจ็บเลยถ้าเจ็บมันก็ต้องลองออกมาแล้วป่ะ
I think the emotional pain was more than the physical pain.
ไข่เจียวแม่งทำไม่เป็นเลย ฝึกทอดไข่เจียวมาตั้งอาทิตย์หนึ่งแม่งยังทอดไม่ได้เลย ล่าสุดเอาซ่าไข่ไม่ไหม้ไม่กูกินจนหน้ากูจะไหม้ตามแล้วเนี่ย
So In was bad at cooking. I thought he was good at baking like the desserts as well as Pharm, but maybe he was just bad.
แม่งทำอาหารไม่เป็นหรอกแม่งโกรธกูชิบหายเลยโกรธกูชิบหาย
Oh man, this is going to be Perth's only scene, isn't it? And it's purely tragic.
ฝีมืออยู่ในที่
I just had a thought. Are Dean and Pharm, like, does this involve parallel universes as well or not? Are In and Korn reincarnated in a different universe, like on a different planet? Or not? Because could their friends still be alive? Or well, hopefully they are. I mean, they should only be like in their 30s by now. But is there a chance that Dean and Pharm could meet like In and Korn's old friends? And their parents even? Oh my god, if their parents are still alive. I'm less rooting for them to be alive. The dads at least. Is there a chance they could reconnect with their old acquaintances? That would be interesting to see if they saw someone and whether that person had felt a connection. But if they did that, would they cast different actors or would they like age these people up 20 years? I'd like to see them trying to age Perth up to be like a 38-year-old.
หลอหมุน7 โมงเร็วๆอย่าช้าเฮียพี่แกองลงอะไรวะเมื่อวานแล้วใครไปสะกิดติ่งอะไรมันก็ไม่รู้
I think it was you for interrupting that moment.
พามาส่งของกินที่เราสั่งไว้อะแล้วนี่ให้เอาไว้ไหนเฮียเดี๋ยวกูไปถามไอ้ดีนให้เฮ้ยไหนๆก็ให้ไอ้พามไปถามพี่ดีนเองเลยดิ
Oh wow, you put him up to that task when he's in a bad mood. As if he's not scary enough on a good day.
พี่ดีนครับอาหารกล่องนี้จะ
เดี๋ยวขึ้นไปไว้
Okay, I take it back, team.
น้องพาม
อันนี้ของชมรมว่ายน้ำครับเมื่อวานขอบคุณนะครับที่ช่วยหยิบของให้แล้วก็ขอโทษด้วยนะครับที่วิ่งหนีไปแบบนั้น
ไม่เป็นไร
ของพี่ดีนครับมีชื่อเขียนติดไว้จะได้ไม่หยิบผิดกล่อง
He made one just for him.
ไปก่อนนะ
Hopefully he'll be in a good mood for the rest of the day now. Oh, but he's not crying. Wait, I just realised. He's not crying. He had a good interaction with Dean. We're on good terms. That is a very intricately cut sandwich.
คนอื่นเขาได้กันรูปพริกรูปส้มมีมึงได้รูปดาวอยู่คนเดียว
Oh, he got a special one.
เฮ้ยน้ำตาลเติมเข้าเลือดมันก็อารมณ์ดีเชียว
Who isn't?
วนตีนนะมึงนะรู้ทันน่ะเฮียไปกลับไปนั่งที่ไปเฮีย
Oh, he likes him already. I saw that smile.
มีของมาฝาก
Were you taking those photos for him or not? Because all of those pictures also seem to have win in them. He also has the chips on the side. Cheeky promo for the chips again.
มึงไม่รีบกลับหอเหรอวะกลับเฮียเหนื่อยโคตรเลยเฮียเดี๋ยว
The eyebrow raise.
กลับไงอ่ะก็ขับรถกลับดิเฮียไม่ได้เอารถมาทิ้งไว้ที่มหาลัยนี่หว่าเอาน่ะเดี๋ยวกูขับกลับให้แล้วละมั้ง
They have a weird dynamic, Win and team.
ว่าสองคนนี้แม่งแปลก
ไม่แปลกหรอกคิดมาก
ขอโทษนะที่ช่วงนี้เราไปส่งพามไม่ได้
Just missed him.
ชมรมเรากำลังมีคัดเลือกนักแสดงอ่ะแต่รถพา
Okay.
เข้าอู่
Oh.
นะแถม
He has
ที
ears.
กลับจากค่ายแล้วก็เบี้ยวไม่ยอมมาเรียนอีก
บาย
I really hope we do not see her drama club auditions. Where did that come from?
พามไม่เป็นไรนะพาม
Oh, he's only like caring when it comes to him.
เราไปโรงพยาบาลกันดีกว่า
ไม่เป็นไรครับพักสักแป๊บเดียวก็ดีขึ้น
จะเดินเองหรือจะให้พี่อุ้ม
เดินเองครับ
มักจะเกิดตอนเครียดจัดๆหรือไม่ก็ตกใจ ไม่ทราบว่าตอนนั้นมีเหตุการณ์อะไรหรือเปล่าครับ
หม้อแปลงระเบิดครับ
That's what it was? That sounds scary.
ผมกลัวเสียงดังนะครับ ถ้าดังแบบตั้งตัวจะไม่ค่อยเท่าไหร่ แต่ถ้าอยู่ๆดังขึ้นมาก็จะตกใจมาก
พร้อมกับปืนหรือเสียงดังอะไรไหมครับ
แต่ว่าแม่แค่เล่าให้ฟังว่าผมกลัวเสียงพวกนี้มาตั้งแต่เด็กแล้ว
เหตุไม่ได้เนี่ยมันก็แก้ไขลำบากครับ
Hopefully he's able to overcome it in time once he figures out the cause.
ทั้ง2 คนอยู่มหาวิทยาลัยเดียวกัน ชื่อดอนกับเดล
พามไตรวินิตอยู่ปี 1 คณะเศรษฐศาสตร์ มีน้องชาย1 คนชื่อภูมิ
ต่างประเทศซะมากกว่า
Oh, that's why he's the man of the house.
ผมก็ชอบทะเลกับแม่น้
We getting a beach episode in this too.
พี่ชอบกินอาหารไทย
ผมชอบทำอาหารไทย
Perfect.
พี่ยังโสด
Oh! The way his mouth was hanging open. Oh my god, he was brave enough to say that. I love his look of shock every time. It's so relatable.
ครับ เบอร์
I love how he's so different with him because he started off being so stoic and stone-faced. I just assumed he would make Pharm do all the work. I don't know. Like Pharm, he does not seem like a character who would put in the shift on pursuing Dean because he's very shy and gets very flustered. But I don't know, I didn't expect Dean to be this forward. He is very confident and takes care of Pharm whenever he sees him. His guard goes completely down, like he's so rough and tumble with everyone else, and then when it comes to Pharm, he's just immediately softer. His face just softens up, and his whole personality does too. I really didn't expect it. At least not immediately. He's checking it's real too. Gosh, I can't wait for other characters to notice the change in him. PD, he even saves him as PD. He should take a selfie like that. That would be a cute pic.
ถ้ามีโอกาสอะก็ต้องอ้อย อย่าปล่อยให้หลุดมือใช่ไหมเว้ย
I don't think you need to flirt, to be honest.
รูปอะไรก็ได้รูปที่มีน่ะส่งไปเลย
Is that not weirder?
เฮ้ย นี่มันสวัสดีวันจันทร์ของแม่นี่ เอ้า ทำไมพี่ดินอ่านเร็วแบบนี้เล่า
Because he's been waiting. God, everyone's done that, haven't they? The amount of times I've accidentally sent one of those like massive kitty stickers is unreal.
วันนี้วันพุธ หายดีแล้วใช่ไหม แล้วไปมหาลัยยังไง
เดี๋ยวทีมมารับครับ
ไม่สะดวกยังไงเนี่ย
Please tell me this is actually their conversation and not all in his head.
พิเศษไหมครับ เดี๋ยวผมทำไปให้
ทำของเขาได้ไหม
ได้ครับ
ข้าวไข่เจียว
คนนั้นก็ได้นะครับ
Haha, the menu, wow. Dissing your past self.
แล้วก็เอาข้าวเช้าไปด้วย ดีไหม
รับที่คอนโด
Okay, good. That was their actual conversation.
เอ่ยคำพูดจาเธอก็เดินเข้ามานั่งลงที่ตรง
เฮ้ยพ
หั
วก
ว
มึ
ใจ
ง ลูกเจ้าพ่อที่กูเคยบอกอะ
The mafia? That makes a lot more sense.
ลูกขึมจังวะไอ้เหี้ยลูกเจ้าพ่อ
Oh my
เอาจริง
god.
วะ
Is that the first time you saw him?
ผมชื่ออินนะ ก่อน
He definitely did not start out with the Dean reaction.
ไม่ดูยากจัง
อย่ากวนได้ปะ
รับทราบครับผม จะไม่กวนเลย
That's interesting. So I take it In was the pursuer here.
ผมขออีกแค่ประโยคเดียว
ว่า
ผมโคตรชอบพี่เลย จีบได้ปะ
Oh my god. His friends must have known then.
ถ้าพี่ไม่ปฏิเสธ ผมถือว่าโอเคนะ
ไม่ยุ่งกับพี่เขามึงรู้ไหมพี่เขาลูกใคร
นี่ไปเถอะ
คอยดูนะ ผมจะจีบพี่ให้ได้เลย
Oh my god. Nah, I don't want to see their journey. Please, because I really like them. They were warning him away because of his father, and then his father is the reason they both killed themselves. Damn, that's a fancy car. Okay, is this in real time? Because Dean is outside and he's not even dressed yet. Scenes like this make it feel like such a, like, happy advertisement. Like this music and him just like, oh, fresh air. Oh, he does not know Dean is there. Oh goodness. Is he early?
พี่ดีนพี่กลับเวลาผิดนะไม่ต้องรีบ พี่รอได้ เกือบตั้งชั่วโมงเลยนะ
What time is it? 6 a.m.
ไปกินข้าวเช้าที่ห้องผมไหมครับ เอาสิ
That was his plan all along.
เรานี่จะไม่อาบน้ำก่อนเหรอ
เดี๋ยวผมมานะครับ
Brushing your teeth again? That's something you already did. You don't have to.
แปลงแล้วจะแปลงอีกทำไมเนี่ย ไอ้บองเอ้ย
Oh, that's a nice picture.
พี่ดีน
Has he even touched his omelette yet? Please fix his tie for him.
บอกแล้วไงว่าไม่ต้องรีบ พี่รอได้
Yes!
นี่ว่าแต่ข้าวไข่เจียว
อ๋อ
พี่จะไม่ได้กินแล้วจริงเหรอ
คนเดิมเสมอ
They both remember that at the same time? Or was it just Palm? Oh no, not again!
ไม่เป็นไรนะ
He's gonna cry in every episode, isn't he?
รักกันคือรอวันเอ่ยคำลา
This is the worst song. It's the one that gives me the goosebumps the most. That was my favourite episode so far. We got a little bit of the side couple with Win and Team at the beginning. Win definitely already likes Team. The way Win was flirting with Team and then the way Team shoved him off, it wasn't like a random flirt. It felt like it was something that they do all the time, like they're closer than they look or something. There was a lot of Dean and Palm in this episode together. They had a really good bonding moment, well, several actually, but they really got to know each other in the car ride home from the hospital. They were just spitting out facts about each other, and the only reason Dean was doing that was because he wanted to drop that he was single in there. I cannot believe that after he got his number he rang it instantly. I've never seen anyone do that before. That is when you know someone wants you, when they ring immediately to check the number isn't fake. Imagine if he gave him a fake one. How awkward would that have been? It's really nice seeing this other side of Dean. Prior to this, he has been so cold and stoic, and we haven't really seen him with Palm to see his more caring side. He doesn't seem like a bad guy, like he's clearly well liked by his swimming club. He's not like a horrible team leader, he's just, you know, a cold one, a resting bitch face one. So it's nice to see this other side of him, the side of him that shows care towards other people, the side of him that's in love basically. And I feel like he's gonna start like smiling more throughout the day and other people are gonna notice that. That's what I really like, when you have a character who's always been so cold and closed off and then they start changing, and how the people around them react to that change. I really like watching that. My favourite part of shows is watching someone's growth and journey. Palm cried again. Honestly, if he cries in every episode, I hope the actor got paid well, because he must have needed so much hydrating with the amount of times that he's cried already. And when he cries, he doesn't just like do a single tear, he's like bawling. There are several tears coming out of his eyes, all down his face, and Dean is always there to wipe them off for him. Oh, so sweet. I have a feeling, unless they drag it out for a long time, but I have a feeling that maybe they'll get together quite early on, because Dean is very open about how he feels. Palm obviously likes him back, and I can't quite see Palm being the type to push Dean away if Dean started pursuing him. Although, then again, he's got someone else pursuing him next episode. The guy from the drama club. I don't know. I don't really... God. Now it's gonna be like, what the hell? Why is everyone I like attracted to Palm? Good for Palm getting pursued by someone else. That means we'll hopefully get jealous Dean. Really interesting backstory to Korn and in this episode as well. I really like seeing their scenes, but I also don't at the same time, obviously, because we know how it ended for them. And so watching how they came to be, I don't want to see them happy almost, because we all know the happiness didn't last very long and their lives got cut short. Sad as it is, because I really, really like them. I do want to see them, and it's so... seeing that In was the pursuer, you know, normally you'd see the more masculine person being the pursuer. Having In be the pursuer is pretty different. And I cannot believe that Korn's father is part of the mafia. So this is the mafia side that I was probably more expecting in Kim Porsche. Kim Porsche was like a whole realm of homosexuality acceptance, whereas this is the opposite. This is what I feel like it's going to be more realistic to mafia bosses in terms of their views towards gay people. How freaking well written of it to have In's friends warning him against talking to Korn because his father is scary and a mafia loan shark or something, and then his father being like the main reason they both ended up dying. Obviously I don't know the whole story yet, there may be other things involved, but it looked to me like the fathers were the main part of it. There may have been like a war. At first it kind of looked a bit bad buddy-ish because the dads were talking about each other as if they hated each other, which, you know, they could do. Maybe In's family ended up owing Korn's dad money, or maybe just because Korn's dad is a loan shark. I mean, that doesn't set off a good reputation. If he had just listened to his friends, things could have worked out so differently. Well, it is that butterfly effect, isn't it? If he had listened to his friends and stayed away from Korn, none of this would be happening. Dean and Pharm wouldn't be a thing. Korn and him would have never got together. But who knows? Korn's relationship with his dad. Oh, I remember now. Oh, there was a previous scene where Korn said that his father beat him as well. That fits in line with the stereotype. Korn probably would have had a much sadder life, I'd imagine, without in it. That's hard to say. Korn might have ended up killing himself either way because his dad was clearly horrible and abusing him. So In was probably the light of his life, and In might have ended up having a less tragic life if he hadn't spoken to Korn, but I feel like Korn's life would have been just as tragic. This episode was a lot less friend focused. There's been quite a lot of the friendship group in the past couple of episodes, whereas there wasn't that much of them this episode. It was mainly all Pharm, Dean and Korn and In. So they had some really good development. I'm so thankful that they finally had some nice moments where Pharm, oh my god, I keep mixing up the names in my head already. I have to scroll through inside my head all 4 names, Korn, In, Dean, Pharm, before I get to the right one. It was so nice to see them have a moment and then Pharm be happy after and not crying. Obviously he still did cry at least twice in this episode, but they did have some moments there where it was completely happy and Pharm walked away grinning his face off. They're bridging the gap. It's not all gonna be emotion and turmoil. They had some happy moments. The bouncy music came out. Nothing with my suspected side couple of Manal and Park. Question mark. Then again, maybe like they can't really have even screen time between 4 couples if they're going to have 4 couples, can they? Like, I know it's 17 episodes, but it's quite a hefty storyline. They can't really have a big focus on all 4 couples. I wonder who the spin-off is about. Is it about Win and Team, or is it about Korn and In? Is it like a prequel? That would be sad if they did like a whole prequel of Korn and In. Nah, I don't know if I could watch it. Knowing how it would end, I don't know if I could watch that. It's probably about Win and Team, right? There's bound to be more Korn and In scenes in this show than Win and Team, I'd imagine, because we need a lot of Korn and In's backstory in this show, whereas Win and Team are just like an extra sprinkling thrown in. That's it for today, guys. Thank you for watching my reaction to episode 3 of Until We Meet Again. If you want to watch my uncut reactions to Until We Meet Again, the link to the Patreon page will be in the description below. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for episode 4. Bye!